What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be watering my garden. Most of it's down there, but I have some plants on the deck. So before I bring the hose all the way out there, I need to use my moisture meter. Shout out to Penguin Zero. So we are going to go just test the moisture of the soil and make sure that it needs to be watered. And, you know, I like to water it if it is behind that little, the 4 or the 5. If it's in that range, I like to water it. So I am improvising and using the sticks to trellis my peas. I just put these in there this morning, so that's why they haven't wrapped around them. And as you can see, the top of the soil is pretty dry. So I'm gonna stick that in there. Oh, so that's about a 10, as you can see on there. So I'm gonna kind of, because this is where it's getting it from. It's the very tip. So I'm just gonna put it in about root depth. So as we can see, it's about a 4, and that means it needs to be watered. So let's go get everything ready. Now I'm going to grab one of the hoses so that it can extend out pretty far. So I should have one in here, and if I don't, it is up by my house. Doesn't look like I have any around there. Nothing down there. All right, so I got one up by the house, so I guess this just counts as a little shed tour here. Here's the big one I was looking for in the shed, but this is my little watering thing. So to make it more effective, I got this, and this is like an infinite watering can. So I'm just gonna kind of put that on there. Let's get that on there. Let me pause. All right, it's on there. So now it's time to extend this part. So it's wrapped around that. All right, so here it is. I have the water on and everything. Let me show you guys how this works. It's pretty nice. So let's water these plants. So these are the strawberries. Sometimes this happens when you're just getting it started. Maybe there's something in the way, I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I'm gonna make sure everything in the line's good. Turn the water pressure up a bit, so let me just release all that. There we go. Working a lot better. So I'm just gonna give these a lot of water, and then let's move on to the next part. Raspberries and marigolds. Now it's time for the actual garden bed here. So, as you can see, I only have a tomato and 2 peppers in here. Now this tomato is actually a local variety. It's a Brandywine. So, that's pretty cool. Here's the radishes, turnips, kale, and there's some sweet potatoes and, gosh, that's all that's in here. Wow. These need to be soaked. It might look like they're falling down, but they're gonna get back up soon. It's a hot day, so I need to give them a lot, but it might look like I overwatered them, but that's just gonna soak right into the soil. So there's no issue with that. Gonna water these. All right, so got all the lettuces and chard, and kale and all that watered. Here's a mystery plant that popped up. Looks like it's a cucumber, probably a bird left it there or something. So these are ground cherries right there. And these are my peas, and I have some green onions there. So that's about it for the garden beds. So let's move on to the corn. Some rainfall here. That's the corn over there. I watered my elderberries here. That's these two. But yeah, it's doing good. Now it's time to switch to watering can. So we're gonna fill this up and we're gonna go get the things that are down there. So the watering can is full. Now it's time to go water these plants right here. And you're probably wondering why I'm not watering the cactuses. That's because they do not like that much water. I water them maybe once every 2 weeks or so. So now it's time to water the big stuff. But let's water the goldenrod first. Here's a cedar. Here's a, I think that's Norfolk pine. There's another one, Norfolk pine. Just a thing for if they ever make a quiz about me. Norfolk is one of my favorite cities in America. Don't know why. Gotta water the spice bush. My camera just died, so I got a new battery for it. So it's time to keep watering the stuff over here. And I also have a bit of compost over here. So I'm gonna give that a bit of water. Apparently it's good to water your compost, which I do believe it's good to water your compost, you know. All right, so these are my evening honesties. I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. And this is my winter cress. Now, I know winter cress is invasive, but I'm gonna clip the flowers off before they start to seed. Oh, about to forget this one. So let's also get this one. And I'm not gonna water any plants under this tree because they're all daffodils. And daffodil season is coming to a close. So I'm just gonna let them rot away so that the bulbs are healthy for next year. So that's about it for this watering can. And I'm going to go water the compost over there, my big one. So we'll go get that done. The compost has been watered. So let's put the watering can away and start to close things up, coming to a close. But before all of that, I need to water some things here on the deck. So I'm gonna water those. So I got this, and now I'm gonna water the stuff here on the porch. So time to water the pumpkin. Only giving this one a little bit of water because I gave it a lot of water yesterday. I'm gonna water my wildflowers and my pine. I'm gonna water the herbs up here. My alyssum. And last of all, and my number one favorite plant out of all my plants, my nasturtium. This one's beautiful. Alright, so that brings this video to a close. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to see in another video. So, yeah, that's about it. See ya. Guys, today I'm going to be watering my garden. This is not just my garden. That's most of it down there. And there's some over there. But one of the first things I need to do, I don't just bring the hose right out there, is first I need to make sure it actually needs to be watered. So I'm going to grab my moisture meter. Shout out to Penguin Zero. So let's go stick this puppy in the soil.